reluctant to endanger the students inside, rings the building in a tense standoff. We who watch must ask ourselves, flooded by memories of similar tragedies from Scotland to California, when did this open season on our children begin? Why do the most disturbed in our society now routinely turn their hatred upon the most innocent? Okay.
20 seconds, sister.
Can't stand there that long.
More breakup. I have to boom it.
No, I need to go wide to see the sharpshooters. I don't want to boom in my shot. There, Jake.
Allison, please, we roll now?
Reluctant to endanger the students, the FBI waits as we wonder why this open season on our children, from Scotland to California, why do the most disturbed now turn their hatred upon the most innocent?
Let's get on your mark.
Speed! Where's his flak jacket?
Here.
Reluctant to endanger the students inside, the FBI waits as we wonder why this open season. Stay down, I got you.
Allison!
Mirko, keep rolling!
Allison,
I'm fine.
no, you're hurt.
Let's get you on camera. What?
You're crazy. You know, I hate to admit it, but Hal knew what he was doing when he brought Allison on board.
Thanks.
Yeah, well, look how she handled herself today. She's gonna work out great. Is she?
It's just a graze.
You okay?
I'm fine.
I'm worried about you. Strictly professional concern.
Allison, to je krasna. To our new fearless leader, huh? Na zdravi.
Proszę. Sure.
We're on. Turn it up. We give Hal phenomenal footage and he leads with this.
Well, presidential election's newsworthy too, I guess.
The poor bastard. The only way he got in was because the president croaked. He'll never survive the election.
Well, great president, rotten politician. Doesn't he have any handlers?
Hey, now there's a guy with TVQ.
But what does he stand for?
Chasing skirts, from what I hear.
Everybody's heard that. The man is Teflon. Leslie Stahl spent 6 months trying to get a sexual harassment story on him.
We're on. Turn it up.
You do it. Reluctant to endanger the students inside, the FBI waits as we wonder why this open season. Down! Stay down! I got violence came without warning as shots were fired from within.
All right, boys, move in. Let's
The FBI rushed the building and miraculously no lives were lost as they brought the children safely out and ended this tense drama. For Focus, I'm Jake Slaughter.
Tiffany? Good to meet you.
Hi. I can't be late for work.
You work the breakfast shift and then straight to school? Well, I admire that. You must be a hard worker. What are you studying?
Marketing? Communications minor?
Well, this should help you with tuition.
I thought he'd be here. I thought he'd at least want to say he was sorry.
Well, he's very busy, especially now. But look, we're all very sorry for the misunderstanding.
You call somebody trying to rape you in an elevator a misunderstanding?
Tiffany, put this behind you. It was late. You were drinking at the hotel. There were no witnesses. He's a good man, Tiffany. He's under stress, but he's getting help. We all want to help you get over this. Use the money, focus on school, and you know, it's not going to do you any good to talk about this. You understand? May I speak frankly, Senator?
Of course, you're my campaign manager. That's what you get paid for.
Yeah, we've all worked our asses off to get your message out. And you're only 2 points behind in the polls. I see us winning this election, but I get nervous wondering just how many other women are out there for me to worry about.
What are you saying?
It's a problem. We need a strategy.
Good afternoon. Yes, we are.
Don't give her a swelled head. I expect every one of you to take a bullet for my show. Nice work, honey. Hell of a job, Jake.
Thanks.
A huge third world baby market. Mothers are helped by social workers who take their babies to be vaccinated. Instead, they kidnap them for American couples to adopt. It's growing to the
Can I eat this?
Mega cholesterol there, Hal. Why don't you try the Oprah muffin? Hal, a New Jersey couple leaving El Salvador was accosted by a distraught mother at the airport. They left with the baby anyway, having spent 10 grand in adoption fees. I mean, the courts there have ruled the adoption was crooked, but the couple refuses to give back the child. How many other poor women is this happening to?
It's a downer. Nice suburban couples adopting babies, that's our demographic. They're the ones that our sponsors are trying to sell these luxury sedans and vacation cruises to.
Allison, you made a name for yourself with stories like this. You could produce. Look, it's an important issue.
Well, it's compelling, but I'm still trying to get a feel for the show. I was thinking of something more topical. Last month of the campaign, the closest election of this century. Is Senator Emmett Hunter going to be our next president? The politician for the 21st century? Let's profile him. The master of spin, impossible to label. A platform both liberal and conservative. And don't forget, he's a widower. Does America think that first ladies are out of style anyway? It has tension, drama, power. And whatever you think of him, the camera loves the man.
We just did an election story.
Not from this angle. I vote yes.
Okay, Jake. Sky, do 10 minutes, something on recent first ladies.
Okay, Hal.
Helena, you can produce.
Nice pitch.
For president, can you hold, please?
Yeah, we're just yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
For president, well, thank you very much for
What's in the world?
The new position paper, Senator?
I need Texas, Bob. Give my best to Catherine. Come on in. Close the door.
I'd rather leave it open.
You are a sight for sore eyes. You'll forgive me, but I want you all to myself. Listen, about last night, I am truly sorry.
It's forgotten, Senator.
Please, call me Emmett. I don't want to forget it. You are a remarkable woman.
Well, I try to do a good job. Sir, if you just sign these papers, I can distribute them to the rest of the staff. Senator, please, stop.
This is just the beginning. I'm going places. I want to take you with me.
Please, you're hurting me. Let go. I work for you. Let's just keep what's between us professional.
We both know there's a spark here. Why are you fighting it?
Sir, Governor on line 2.
We'll continue this. Nelson!
I want the Hunter piece to be crisp, slick, like the man we're profiling. I can't work with those numbers. I'm not trying to kill you. I'm just doing my job. Well, we have a deal. Well, that's the cost of the whole equipment rental? Great. Fax the invoice. Oh, that's not meant to be in there.
Why? It's wonderful.
My dad sent it to me when I was at CNN. It's not meant for the office.
Well, I have something for the grown-up Allison.
Jake?
Well, it means something. I mean, a gift should mean something, don't you think? Just like a good story should. Go ahead, open it.
Oh?
It's for my favorite whistleblower. And for all the important stories I know we're going to break together.
I like that. Thank you.
It also has another meaning.
Oh?
As in, if you want me, just whistle.
Jake, I just got here. And if I succeed, I don't want to talk about whether I earned it.
If you're going to succeed, right, just have dinner with me.
I can't.
Why?
Gotta go.
Allie, you made it. You're in prime time.
I should be taking you out to celebrate. Press secretary to the Hunter campaign. That's not too shabby.
Well, it's a long way from Atlanta. I thought we started out as researchers in adjoining cubicles at CNN. Used to life in the fast lane.
And the frequent flyer miles to prove it.
Yeah, I'm living out of suitcases.
Oh, and our very own gold cards.
Oh, no time to go shopping.
I'm meeting fascinating man.
Yeah, no time to date them.
You're right. And we're lucky. We have great jobs. And even if I might vote for someone else, thank you for reminding me of that.
That's what friends are for. Oh, Allie, we're going to have a blast together working on your Hunter story.
Oh. How is St. Bart's?
Oh, well, a job opened up on the campaign, and non-refundable tickets is the most expensive vacation I never took.
Oh, the pace must be a killer. I mean, doing news is tough enough, but your work, it must be unreal. You remember when Wolf Blixen had that 4 a.m. call and... Jean? Honey, what's wrong?
There's nothing. I'm just exhausted. Hurts, nerves, I guess. PMS.
Is it your mother? I mean, I
oh, no, she's fine. She's fine. It's nothing.
It doesn't sound like nothing.
Off the record.
Sure.
I told myself I could live through this. It doesn't really matter, but it takes so much energy and it's so damn demeaning.
What is?
Hunter. God, you've heard the rumors. It's like working for some damn frat boy. I spent half my day trying not to be alone in the same room with him. Half my day trying to dodge his gross, his innuendos.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, hey. No boss is perfect, right?
What are you gonna do?
Nothing. Worked too hard to get to where I am. If that bastard is going to the White House, I'm going with him. No, Allie, I'm not next to Anita Hill. Not gonna do a damn thing. And he knows it.
There you go. So do you have sweet dreams?
More like a nightmare. I had the biggest story of my career. And I couldn't use it because it would destroy a friend.
Maybe go back to sleep and reevaluate the friendship. Oh, here we go.
Mitko. Quick, establish your shot and go in tight. This is human interest. I want to see faces.
Hello, Emmett Hunter. We're running for president. Hi, I'm Emmett Hunter. Running for president. I hope you vote for me. How you doing? Good to see you. You old enough to vote?
Yes, I am.
I'll shake your hand. Nice to see you. Yeah, I think it's time that we had someone in the White House who understood what it was like to work with their hands. This president just signed an agri bill that's providing more tax breaks for the agribusiness. So what I'm interested in is who's looking out for the family farmer? Who's looking out for the little guy here?
I got a question for you.
How you doing?
You politicians just waltz around every 4 years promising the moon.
Well, you got to promise you something.
You want to help me? Why'd you vote down that raise in the minimum wage?
Well, I voted against the minimum wage package because there's a clause in that bill that provides additional foreign aid. You don't want to be spending any more money over there. Hi, I'm Emmett Hunter.
This is powerful TV. We should get this guy back on camera, something about the public seeing through these photo
Sure,
ops.
you all go out and vote.
Allison?
I'm on the road now, but thanks for coming out.
Could make a good story.
Okay, bring the camera in close and please get a shot.
Get it out of the bag.
Yes, ma'am, we can use that thing. Overnight polls in?
Down a point. Your running mate improvised another speech in Utah last night. All right, folks, listen up. We got some staff changes. We're bringing in a new speechwriter. Same message points. We're just spinning things in a more folksy direction. Her name is Patty
Gonzalez. She's got a lot of heart. She's smart. She has a high profile in the Latino community, which, by the way, we need.
Right, and we're bringing Stan Bodie on as press secretary. All right?
Wait, I found Patty Gonzalez. We're getting primetime coverage on Focus because of my connections.
Gene, we know how hard you've worked, and we appreciate it. But this is a team effort. And right now, what's best for the campaign is for you to turn your considerable talents to speechwriting. Don't look at this like a demotion. No.
Under campaign headquarters.
People, please stop tearing down the posters of President Thomas. Even though he may be a dork, it's not worth the bad PR, okay?
Just start rolling, get this on film.
Hi, like a poster?
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
First time working a campaign?
Yeah.
So believing in something isn't out of style with Generation X then?
Oh, we believe in lots of things. The environment, AIDS awareness, animal welfare.
How about heroes? Is Emmett Hunter a hero for your generation?
You bet.
I think the young people will turn out to vote for him.
Gene? Thanks. Allie. About today's schedule? I just hit the glass ceiling. Hard. I'm out as press secretary. I'm back in the damn writing pool. Because you won't sleep with him. You believe I actually covered for that man? Tape the bastard.
Jean, I could get my crew interview you right now.
Ellie, I can't do that. I'd never work again.
Then what good is this? I hate what Hunter did to you. I hate seeing him think that he can get away with this and waltz into the White House. You're handing me the only weapon that could stop him, Jean. There's got to be a way we can use this without hurting you.
Couldn't I be an anonymous source for you?
I could manage that if I had another woman backing up your charges on camera.
I can get that.
Gotta play this for Hal. I mean, he won't give me the time to pursue it unless he knows I have something more than rumors.
Ellie, I have to remain anonymous. I've already been through enough.
I know. I'll protect you, I swear.
Well, heroes aren't out of style. We're just more realistic, you know? I mean, your generation put the Kennedys up on a pedestal, and they were only human. Now, we know Hunter's human, but he beats the alternative.
Well, forgive me if that sounds cynical.
I need to talk to you.
FYI, I usually decide when my interviews are over.
What would you say if I told you that I was under the biggest story of our careers?
I'd say keep talking.
You need to hear this tape, Jake. Could affect who becomes president.
Senator, please, stop. This is just the beginning. I'm going places. I want to take you with me. Senator, please, you're hurting me. Let go. I work for you. Let's just keep what's between us professional.
Sure sounds like Hunter. Who's the girl?
A staff member.
No, I mean, what's her name?
Hal, I told you, I promised her anonymity.
I don't have time for games. This is the story of the year.
And Allison got it, obviously, because this woman feels she can trust her.
It's a damn big story to build around Anonymous.
You're giving her the third degree. You should be congratulating her.
Thanks. Hal, she's bringing me more names. We'll get another woman on camera.
I want this on air before the election.
It will be.
This is Jean Douglas. Can't take a call right now. Leave a detailed message at the beep and I'll get back.
Jean, call me. Where are you? Hello?
Delivery for you, Miss Reeves.
Send him in. Oh, you're not the delivery boy.
No, but I did take the liberty of bringing you dinner.
Well, give me a second. I'll change out of these clothes.
No, don't change on my account. I see you raided your boyfriend's closet. Should I just take a hint and leave?
My ex-husband's. Well, the one good thing I got out of the relationship was some comfortable clothes.
Yeah, I'm divorced too. I guess that's a given. Our crazy business. You know, my ex couldn't understand that I loved her and journalism. I still think the right person's out there, though. Don't you?
I was expecting cold pizza. Well, if you're trying to impress me, Jake, it's working. Thanks.
Well, the maitre d' Lutece is a friend.
I'll get some glasses.
I see you're doing some fishing. Hasn't your source given up those names yet?
We're playing phone tag.
Are you sure you can't identify her? We put her on the air with that tape, we get a 30 share minimum. And save America from Emmett Hunter.
Is that why you're here, Jake?
Well, among other reasons. I had to ask, didn't I?
Just like I have to say no. FYI, if you ever want something from me, it'll cost you more than a filet mignon.
Okay. You're busy. Maybe some other time you'll invite me over for dessert.
Turn off that camera.
Judge Miller, Senator Hunter may be our next president. Don't you think the public should hear the truth about him before they vote?
You said you were interested in my career. I was the first female appellate judge appointed. I have 3 groundbreaking cases on my docket, and you waste my time with demeaning questions.
Your Honor, Focus is interested in your career. But isn't part of the story how much you've achieved in spite of the sexism you've had to overcome?
Law school was long ago, and I haven't seen Emmett Hunter since. Now, you'll forgive me if I prefer not to be paraded on your show as your victim of the week.
Please accept our apologies for inconveniencing you.
It's never easy for me to watch someone lose a loved one, but Senator Hunter really sticks in my mind. His wife was so young. It all happened in a fishbowl, reporters everywhere.
So the loss really took its toll on the senator.
Sure.
Is that when he started making passes at nurses?
I don't know anything about that. Please turn that off.
Wait, please.
My break is over. I gotta get going.
You seem upset. Was somebody you know sexually harassed by Senator Hunter?
You're the one harassing me. I asked you to turn that off.
She didn't deny it.
Well, I doubt I'm going to air footage of Jake Slaughter making Florence Nightingale cry.
Jake, look at the reactions we're getting. We're onto something. Come on, we're going to be late for our next interview.
Have you heard from your source? No. Is she the one who gave you this next woman's name? Then interview her yourself.
Did Jean Douglas call?
Can you hold for 1 second? Okay. Oh, hi, Jim. Yeah, he's out of the office. Okay, why don't you call back in about an hour?
Some people think this is a little... Now, you're a girl. Look at that. It's fabulous.
I don't like being left to twist in the breeze. He's been watching me. I wanted to call you, but it's just been too risky. It's been awful. Same here. I can't put the genie back in the bottle. I need a name.
What can I show you, ladies?
Size 7 black, please. I know under pressure too now. Come here. Just give me a couple of days. I have someone who'll go on camera, but it's delicate. Who? It's delicate. Ellie, she's what you need. She's sympathetic. She's unimpeachable. The incident is recent. Just trust me. It's worth waiting for.
Can't you at least tell me?
What have you found? They know who you've been asking around. It's one of the reasons why I can't be seen with you.
Well, I've had several thought-provoking conversations with interesting women, none of which have been on the record.
You've got to stop beating the bushes. It scares people. My woman is already edgy.
I can't just do nothing. You know that.
Keeps a personal calendar. His handlers have talked him into seeing someone about his problem.
Shrink?
Well, you said we needed a weapon to stop him.
Half the people we know see psychiatrists.
Not for attacking women.
True. Think about it. But even if we come up short on the harassment issue, we'd have proof that the man heading for the White House is under psychiatric care.
It's beautiful. You're beautiful.
Well, if it's decided, we better set up the ambush. Okay, they're there. Let's go. Jake Slaughter, sir. Focus. How long have you been Dr. Rutledge's patient?
What?
We have you on camera exiting Dr. Conrad Rutledge's office. You must know the man, Senator. He's a psychiatrist. Are you seeing him for your compulsive harassment of women? Can you tell us why?
I'll see you later.
As you just saw, Senator Emmett Hunter declined comment. Repeated attempts by Focus to contact Dr. Conrad Rutledge were met with a wall of silence.
We clear legal?
But a picture is worth 1,000 words. The sight of Senator Hunter exiting his psychiatrist's office will no doubt raise serious questions in the minds of American voters.
Jake, Allison, you've just changed the course of American history. And under the circumstances, I think I should buy you breakfast.
The days of intrusion into citizens' lives must end.
Press
The days of the
What's he
witch
saying?
hunt must end.
Doctor, your background is...
I'm a practicing psychiatrist of 30 years, and I hold a divinity degree from Union Theological Seminary.
I joke he's my Reverend Billy Graham. I hope to bring back the role of spiritual advisor to the White House.
Senator, why do you feel there's a need for a spiritual advisor?
Well, I think to be a strong president, a man has to acknowledge his humanity. Dr. Rutledge was a great resource to me when my wife passed away so suddenly. I'd like to take a moment here to urge all Americans to seek counseling when faced with a similar crisis.
Thank you, Senator, for the interview. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Joyce.
Great work, Patty. I think he hit on all your message points.
Nice to work for a politician with guts.
Who can spin this?
I'll put together a panel of psychiatrists. We'll take this afternoon and make tonight's broadcast. They'll discuss Hunter's revelations, its impact on the campaign.
He's very smooth. He makes an impassioned plea against the stigma of psychiatric care while protecting himself by establishing Rutledge as his minister. Maybe we should address that.
Well, exactly. I mean, this whole Teflon thing.
I'm killing this story.
How? Please.
Number one, no way I'm showing my star talent chasing Hunter down the street when he's beaten us to the punch by calling this a witch hunt on national television. Number two, this Dr. Rutledge is old news now. 3? Hell. Do I really need a 3, Allison?
Senator Hunter's campaign continues to garner popular support. The American Medical Association, American Psychiatric Association, and now the American Council of Churches applaud what an ACC spokesman called a compassionate statement that could help millions of Americans. Polls reflect a positive...
I love bringing you dinner. This could be habit forming.
I'm surprised you even want to be in the same room with me after today.
I guess you're not hungry.
I'm not much of anything right now. I did a thorough background check on Rutledge.
Yeah?
And he doesn't list his divinity degree anywhere. I mean, it's not as if it were there and I missed it. I know how to do my job.
Those are nice pictures.
I don't even know why I'm unpacking. I mean, it doesn't look as if I'm going to be at this job long enough to make it worthwhile.
Where was this one taken?
Oregon.
Is this Dad?
The great fisherman himself.
So what does Dad say to do when the big fish get away?
Bait your hook and cast again.
He's a wise man. I'd like to meet your dad someday. Allison Hunter is a damn big fish, and a slippery one. That's what makes going after him such good sport.
It's more than sport. Hunter's a monster. I've seen the pain he's caused. And I try to nail him, and then I just help him in the polls. A woman came to me for help, and I let her down. I feel like such an ass.
Easy, easy.
Good evening, Hunter Campaign Headquarters.
Hot off the press. If you need any changes, I have fax and modem at home. Nice to know someone who has a life. That's the deal. No late nights. My family needs me. Patty, this is good. Oh, man, this is great. You know, maybe I should run it by the senator while you're still here. Can you wait half an hour? Why don't I run it over to the hotel now, and you just join us when you're done?
Hello, Patty. Come on in.
The Medicare speech?
Oh, great. I'll go change. Why don't you make yourself at home? I really appreciate you coming all the way over here with that.
You're welcome.
You know, I read your book on minorities in the military. Very insightful.
I'm flattered you read it.
Yeah. Now that you've joined the campaign, you should have a national audience. Looks like my staff is a bit too efficient. Everything is going to the laundry. I'm sorry, but it's either this or my tux for the governor's ball in Miami. Come on in.
Well, perfect timing for the Medicare speech.
Yes, it is.
You could win Florida just on health care.
Exactly. Sit down. So tell me, how did you first become involved in politics? Sit down.
Well, I was a Vietnam nurse, Senator. That opened my eyes to things. When you took that early stand against the war, I got inspired by you. So I decided to get involved and speak out.
I don't think I'll ever get over how many boys we lost in Vietnam. God only knows what their contribution would have been to this country had they lived. That includes your husband.
I didn't know you knew about Luis.
I don't think I'd make a very good president if I didn't try to understand how what goes on in this country affects all of our citizens' lives. Forgive me for being so personal. You're a remarkable person, Patty Gonzalez.
Thank you, Senator.
Emmett.
So, if you have any questions about the speech...
You know, I read a draft of this morning. I think your speech is brilliant.
Thank you. So, then I should go.
Why?
Senator!
Patty. Look, Patty. Come here. Listen. Patty. Patty, come here.
Jane, Patty, can I talk to you?
Well, sure.
Can we go someplace?
Yeah, calm down. Calm down.
There you go.
Congratulations. I had the dubious honor of announcing that last night's show had the lowest ratings in the 11 years that we've been on the air. Perhaps it was a little bit soft because we had to pull that expose on Hunter and lead with that piece on European basketball.
Nobody's happy, Hal. We're here to concentrate on this week's show.
Excellent point. The network called today, and they told me that they'd be watching very closely. And as you can imagine, it was a very warm, supportive call, which I enjoyed immensely. So what do we have? How about you, Allison? It's the last show before the election. Any big story comes to mind?
Hal, you know what I'm working on.
Clear the room. Allison, I want to talk to you. Jake, you stay here. Now, you told me that you would have this story on air before the election. I'm not imagining this. You told me that you would have a woman on camera charging Senator Emmett Hunter with sexual harassment.
I'm doing everything I can, Hal.
That's crap. I got my back against the wall here. I've got a tape ready to blow Hunter out of the water, and you're sitting on it because...
Because I can only use that tape anonymously. Because I have to wait to get another woman to go on camera.
Do I look like a man who can wait? Does this seem like a business that's about waiting, honey?
This isn't a sleazy tabloid show, Hal. I came on board because I wanted to do responsible journalism.
If you're a journalist, where the hell's your story, lady?
If I give you that woman's name, no one will ever feel safe talking to me again. It's a little thing called professional ethics, Hal.
Don't you lecture me.
I don't betray my sources.
Back off, Hal.
Why are you protecting her? What's going on between you two?
Nothing.
I want the name of the woman on that tape. And I want her face on camera with the Focus logo right behind it.
America isn't about something for nothing. Neither is Medicare. The generation who fought against the Great Depression and a world war for our benefit should not now fight illness and aging alone.
Tell me you have a name, please. Jean. We've tried it your way, but it's almost election day. I mean, there's a reason. Something inside of you made you make that tape and give it to me. I know you don't want Hunter to get away with this. Maybe you should go on camera. Let this out. Maybe that would be the right thing to do.
The right thing? For who? For my friend Allison Reeves? For Focus?
For the country.
You really believe that, don't you? I shouldn't have given you that tape.
They're hot to play it. But I gave you my word that I'd protect you, and at this point, if it costs me this job, I can live with that. But after they fire me, they'll still have the tape, won't they?
That's Patty Gonzalez, why she resigned as Emmett Hunter's speechwriter.
It's angry, but short on specifics. Maybe this is the letter for a disgruntled employee. Maybe Patty Gonzalez was fired because of her performance.
It's unlikely.
Nor should a younger generation be financially ruined by a Congress that...
Patty wrote that speech.
We need a president who will serve the people's needs and not the lobbyists.
You should go. I don't like myself very much right now.
Guys here. I'm just the one that created this whole situation.
Taxi! Taxi!
You know what to do. Go, Helen. What do, lady?
I want to go to Queens.
Yeah, she just got into a cab. I'm right behind her, Al.
Hi.
I'm Allison. Is your mom in?
Yeah, she's out back. I'm really late. Could you let yourself in?
Sure.
Hey. Mom, Allison's here. See you later.
Excuse me?
I'm Allison Reeves. I'm sorry, your son let me in.
What can I do for you?
Oh, I produce Focus. I'd like to profile you. An inside look at who puts a candidate's visions into words.
Oh, I left the campaign. My family needs me, and my publisher's pushed up the release date on my new book.
Someone leaked your letter. I know why you really resigned. I have to ask you to leave. And it must have been awful for you. And you really believed in Hunter. I've read your books. And you've made a career of speaking out against what's wrong. And Hunter's as wrong as it gets. Shouldn't you speak out against this?
Women, please. I know this. But I'm not the woman to make these charges. I can't.
Every woman I talk to says the same thing. Someone has to speak out. Sexual harassment is illegal, and we're about to elect a criminal.
Don't you get it? You need someone he can't discredit. My background could be used against me.
Forgive me, but are you trying to tell me that you've been to prison, or you're under psychiatric care, or you're in trouble?
No.
Well, then what could it possibly be?
Please. I'm entitled to my privacy. Now, I asked you to leave.
Miss Gonzalez, Patty, if there's a real problem, I will be the first to back off. But I have to know, otherwise I have to pursue this story.
Why are you doing this?
Oh, are you okay? Here's a towel. What are you hiding?
Listen to me. I've never done anything wrong in my life. But there's something about me that could come out. Something that would hurt my son so deeply. Is that not enough for you? Or do you have ice in your veins?
Jake, I think I found a woman who will nail Hunter. And I need to check on something first. Can you cover for me tomorrow?
Sure, who is she?
I can't talk about it, but trust me, I'm doing the right thing.
I would trust you with my life. Of course I'll cover for you. Where are you? You okay?
No, I'm fine. I gotta go.
No, Allison, wait. Just drop by my house tonight so at least I know you're okay.
Okay.
What's this?
Take a look.
What? A war hero? Accusing the presidential frontrunner of sexual harassment. TV doesn't get any better than this. And so, I pose these questions to you, my colleagues, as our evening draws to a close. Are we losing our professional ethics? Are we losing perspective? Have we crossed a dangerous line? No longer content to report the news, but in our hunger for higher ratings, ever more sensational stories, are we arrogantly attempting to make the news? Thank you.
This was the most intense day of my life.
I hope that's a compliment.
Right now is great. The rest of the day was awful.
Well, as bad as when you talked that suicide off the bridge and won your first Emmy.
Damn straight, that was about heat of the moment, acting on adrenaline impulse. Today was about trying to stop and think about what was the right thing to do.
I know, TV's a powerful tool, but it's about the moment. You can't stop to debate what's right and wrong. I mean, you do your honest best to get your story on the air, Allie, and let history decide what it all means.
Well, what about the speech you gave?
Well, the network wants me out there doing the showbiz dance. They give me nice words some PR guy wrote, and people clap. But what we do is way too complex for pretty speeches.
I agreed with that speech.
I know. I've just been at this so long. You make it all fresh again. I'm so glad you're here. I'm glad to have you here to debate it all with at the end of the day, you know, maybe keep me honest. I wish you could be with me all the time.
I guess we're not the long, slow courtship type. Our lives move so fast.
That's why we're so good together. We're both traveling at the same speed.
Maybe it's the reporter in me. But all my life, at the oddest moments, I find myself looking around and asking, what's wrong with this picture? I mean, like right now, why is someone like Jake Slaughter available? Why isn't he married already?
Because what I do is who I am. And I'm still looking for the woman who's not going to try and change that. What about you? Why hasn't Allison Reeves got 3 kids and a husband, a goldfish to come home to?
I don't know why it's never worked out. Maybe it's because I've always let my men choose me instead of the other way around, and then I stick around and try and make it work out. I'm a pathologically loyal person.
Was half hoping you'd reveal your source in your sleep.
What an optimist. Thanks again, Jake. Just don't let Hal know I'm going out of town.
You sure I can't give you a lift to the airport?
I need to go home and change first. I'll call you.
I need a crew.
Mike, I need your help.
Oh, and what's in it for me? It's the real thing? From New York?
Baker's dozen.
Another Washington official succumbs to bribery. Just tell me this is not another story on the VA. Okay, I was glad to help you blow the whistle around here, but almost losing my job once was enough.
Well, that took real guts. And I'll always be grateful. But we did change things for the better, didn't we?
Hit me.
Background check. Patricia Gonzalez, Army nurse, Vietnam. Can you pull her service record?
That is a highly illegal request.
I'll never ask again. But there's a lot riding on this, Mike. And if you help, you'll be doing the work of the angels. You don't have to say a word. Just let me look over your shoulder as you boot the computer.
Aren't you supposed to sleep with me to get this information?
No, that's just in the movies. We don't do that anymore.
Damn. Here.
Departed Vietnam, November 20th, 1973. Discharged before Christmas.
What are you looking for?
I don't know.
Great. Oh, she was readmitted 7 months later. Maternity ward.
Look up Luis Gonzalez.
Killed in action, November 73. Didn't even get to see his kid.
What about the other nurse who was wounded at the same time, Ellen Williams?
admitted at Alexandria the same time, but she wasn't discharged till September '74.
Do you have an address for her?
It's right here in D.C. Something wrong?
Did I leave a letter on your desk? Williams?
Yeah?
I'm Allison Reeves. I'd like to speak with you. I'm a producer for Focus.
What's Focus?
It's a television news magazine. It's #1 in the country.
I don't have a TV.
Well, we're watched by millions of people, and we're doing a story on Vietnam nurses. What they went through, where they are now some 25 years later, and I would... We're not doing a story on nurses. Patty Gonzalez is in trouble, and I came here because I thought that maybe you could help her.
Patty saved my life.
I know.
Don't matter how important it is. You don't want to get Patty involved in no sexual harassment story.
I have to, unless somebody tells me why, and Patty won't. I don't understand it. She's an outspoken woman, a fighter. Why won't she defend herself?
Just drop it. Just let it go.
I can't. There are a lot of people involved now. It's not just up to me anymore. I can't protect Patty unless you tell me what I'm protecting her from.
It's personal. It ain't my place.
Okay, I'm sorry you won't help her.
You're gonna try to make Patty talk on TV.
It's my job.
Look, Patty was raped in Nam. It was a GI. And you know Patty, she brought charges. But then later she decided to drop them.
So she went public with a harassment charge. She could be discredited as someone with a history of making similar charges and then dropping them.
Yeah, a crazy bitch. But she's anything but.
Why didn't she tell me? So I could kill the story. Why is she so worried about her son? He wouldn't hold that against her. He's a grown man.
No way she could risk telling anybody that. You see, first Patty lost her husband. Then we lost all the women in our unit. When she found out she was pregnant, it was like she couldn't stand to lose nothing else.
So she had the baby.
She raised that boy up. Loved him fierce. Named him after a hero. When he was old enough to ask about his daddy, she showed him a picture of Luis in uniform.
He has no idea who his real father is.
Would you tell a fine boy like that if he was your baby?
Hello?
Hi, is Patty there?
No, I don't know where she is. Sure can't take a message?
I'll call later.
Flight 363 departing to New York at gate 12.
Ms. Gonzalez, you've told the truth all your life as a Purple Heart recipient in Vietnam, as an author of social commentary. commentary and most recently as a speechwriter for Senator Emmett Hunter. You've always tried to live your ideals.
You could say that, yes.
And yesterday, you told me and one of my producers why you suddenly resigned from Senator Hunter's staff. Patty, what happened the last time you saw Emmett Hunter?
I can't do this.
One moment, please. Give it to me. Sorry. You all right, Patty?
How could I be all right?
Listen, I'll get you through the interview. You'll feel better once it's over.
The second I give you this interview, Mr. Slaughter, my nightmares begin. I'm leaving.
Patty, we're breaking this story with or without your cooperation. I have your letter of resignation. I also have your confirmation that you resigned because of sexual harassment.
I was upset when I let you strong-arm me into this, Mr. Slaughter. But it just hit me. I've seen your show. You're not going to run my story without an interview. It wouldn't make good TV, would it? Without something sensational like me crying on camera right before the commercial.
Naturally, I would prefer an interview. But I do have this.
Ms. Gonzalez, about this letter of resignation you wrote Senator
I already
Hunter.
spoke to another one of your producers.
Then you did write this letter?
Yes, but I told her that I
About
didn't.
Senator Hunter sexually harassing you?
Yes, but I said I did not want to go.
You recorded me?
It's perfectly legal in this state as long as one of the parties is aware the conversation is being taped.
And it doesn't matter to you that I wasn't that party.
What matters is that the public know the truth. Now, we're going to use this tape if we have to. So wouldn't it be better for you if you were to go on camera and get a chance at least to tell me your story in your own words?
Focus building on 57th Street.
Sure, lady. You put up a struggle. Are you saying you had to physically push Emmett Hunter off you to escape his sexual advances?
Yes.
This must be very difficult for you.
Patty? Patty, wait!
No, man, I thought it was over. She walked off stage. I thought it was over.
You telling me?
I look over Helena. She's got the tape.
Allison.
This is Patty. Leave a message. Patty, this is Allison Reeves. I'm calling to tell you that Focus will not be airing.
What the hell is this about?
Please accept my apologies. Patty Gonzalez was raped once. She filed and dropped charges against the man.
Meet me at La Cucina at 4. There's some things that we have to discuss. It's good work, Allison. You stopped this thing just in time. There's no harm done.
No harm done. Oh, ask Patty Gonzalez if she feels that way.
Well, I'm not paid to worry about Patty Gonzalez. I'm paid to worry about this show. You saved our butt. Good work, Allison.
How did you find out about Patty?
It's my job to find things out, Allie.
You followed me. You stole the resignation letter. How the hell did did you get that poor woman to go on camera? I want to know.
You'd have done the same thing. I was wired when I got her to confirm her story.
No, Jake, I wouldn't have done the same thing.
Look, you're no babe in the woods, Allie. I didn't make up how reporters get stories. What I did was standard procedure. It's legal, approved by Hal.
A woman was raped, Jake. Then you forced her on camera and raped her again. I can see how much you care about sexual harassment. I guess you won't be meeting Dad after all.
I'm a reporter, Allie. That's what I do. I told you, what I do is who I am. And I told you I was looking for a woman who understood that.
Please, you're hurting me. Let go. I work
See
for
the
you.
patterns?
Let's just keep what's between us professional.
Now, this is a tape Helena made in the park.
You're Allison Reeves' source, aren't you, Miss Douglas?
I said no comment.
It's the same voice? It's Gene Douglas on the tape with Hunter?
I think so.
I need to know for sure. I need to know now. Call me the second you know.
Copy of the deck.
Allison, hi.
Hi.
Allison, I had to go along with Jake. I mean, it's not like I enjoy going behind your back or anything. That's not it. It's just... I'm the low woman on the food chain here. Personally, I really hate what they did to Patty Gonzalez, but nobody here really cares what I think.
Okay. Well, my real beef is with the boys. But as far as we're concerned, I want to know that you'll never do this to me again. Are we clear, Helena?
Crystal. Thanks. I'm running down to the deli to get something to eat. Can I get you anything at all? It's on me. Allison?
How long have you been sleeping with Jake?
That's not why. Look, Allison, I don't know what you heard, but it was months ago. I mean, it was a really big nothing. You know, it was stupid. I mean, I know that. Look at the guy. Please, you won't tell anybody, will you?
No, I won't. Excuse me.
Food's great, Allison. Been here before?
No.
Okay, now. Glad you called me here, Hal. It's a little late for lunch.
Neutral ground, Lloyd. Nice ambiance.
What do you want? I got a campaign to run.
Okay. I'm airing an audio tape on this week's show, in which Emmett Hunter makes unwanted sexual advances towards a female member of his staff. Obviously, I'd like to arrange to shoot a statement from the senator.
And who's the girl?
We'll play the tape for him. I'm sure he'll recognize her.
You people are getting really desperate. You even think about airing some trumped-up charge, you're going to be swimming in lawsuits. Now, like I said, I got a campaign to run. Huh?
It's a nice show of outrage and loyalty, Lloyd. But we're all pros here. There's no need to pretend. Everybody knows about Hunter's woman problem. It's not surprising somebody's come up with hard evidence.
Let me call him.
I'm not naming my source.
It's Gene Douglas. I've got positive ID.
Don't do this to her. Just don't do it.
You brought us the story, Allison. You might as well finish what you started. Go the distance with Jean. Get her to talk on camera. It's the professional thing to do.
Tiffany's called while you were out, Jake. Your order for silver whistles just came in.
Whatever's going on between you two, I don't give a crap. You're both under contract. I expect you to work together, pull off this story before the election. Understood?
He's on a flight. Bad weather, I can't get through. I'll be in touch as soon as I talk to him.
Excuse me.
I'm gonna share a cab, Allison.
Gene Douglas, please. We'll have her call Allison Reeves immediately.
$50, lady. Lady, 50 cents. News ain't free.
No.
Roosevelt Hospital.
I'm calling about the status of a patient, Patricia Gonzalez.
She's in intensive care, ma'am. Visits are restricted to immediate family. Are you a relative?
No. Thank you.
Press Secretary Stan Bodie is en route from Michigan, and I have been asked to deliver the following statement on behalf of Senator Hunter and the entire campaign staff. Our prayers go out to Patty Gonzalez, to her son and her mother. Patty's an invaluable member of our team, a very dear friend, and we all miss her very much as she begins the long, difficult process of physical rehabilitation. On Wednesday, November 7th, we shall be offering Patty Gonzalez, upon her recovery, a permanent position on the White House staff.
You Allison Reeves, ma'am?
As you know, Senator...
I'm sorry, ma'am. Security has left word that the staff of Focus has been barred from the building. Your name's on the list.
On the White House staff. We hope that you will accept. Questions? Ms. Douglas. Helen?
Can you tell me if...
We'll open it more with Jake. Quick intro, then we play the tape. What's the story on Gene Douglas?
It's weird, I can't reach her. It's all I've been doing, Hal.
Well, her ass is on the line. She's running scared.
Well, give me a crew for a stakeout. I'll ambush her on the street.
We've got an expert to ID the voice. Proof that we offered her a chance to make a statement. We've cleared legal on this. At this point, if you try and get a denial on film, it's only going to compromise the story. Besides, you don't want to look as though you're harassing the victim. Okay, what's next? I think...
Hal, have you heard from Hunter? I have a bad feeling about this.
Hunter's just playing a game of nerves with us. He knows that we're under a deadline. We'll hear from him. It's too big a story for him to ignore.
And what if we don't hear? And without a statement from Hunter, we'll have dead air to fill.
Sky, what do you got in the can for me, just in case?
Let's see. We've got the Up With People piece. There's an interview with America's oldest postal courier, and an expose on fast food chains.
Pick one of them.
Allison Reeves, please.
We say we just cut to the chase. I got a campaign to finish. You people have a show to put on. I've asked Gene Douglas to facilitate this meeting since she has a pass with Ms. Reeves.
Let me remind you that anything that's said in this room is off the record.
It's fine. Senator, you just said it yourself. We're a room full of busy people. I got a crew down in the lobby. I can play the tape, bring them up, and shoot your rebuttal right now.
Senator Hunter will be happy to make a statement for tonight's show, but it's got to be live and in your studio.
No way. I'm not turning my show into a free campaign commercial. On prime time, 2 days before the election, I'm aware of the senator's fondness for turning interviews into self-serving speeches.
Careful, Hal. You're speaking to the next president of the United States.
These are very serious charges. And with all due respect, we are aware of your fondness for self-serving editing. We're not going to take that risk.
Last time I went live, Arafat twisted us into knots for 48 minutes. I won't do it.
May I make a suggestion? The majority of the show is pre-taped, so we could air the senator's confirmation or denial of the story at the end of the program, and then we're really only talking about 20 minutes.
That would be acceptable.
Senator, have your staff made any effort to identify the person that sent us the tape that we'll be playing for you?
Your tape is a fake, Miss Reeves. I'm completely innocent of any charges. Miss Reeves. Allison. I'm wealthy, intelligent, and at the risk of sounding immodest, reasonably attractive, I am about to become the most powerful man in the Western world. Does that hold any appeal? We all know that American politicians have to live the lives of monks. So what I'm saying here is purely hypothetical, but given what you know about women, men, and seduction, do you really believe that I have to attack a woman to get her into bed?
Senator, sexual harassment has nothing to do with seduction. It's why it's a crime.
Would you excuse us, please, Senator? We have a show to prep.
You all right?
Oh, Italian shoes.
You should buy American.
I can loan you a pair of shoes.
I'll meet you at the studio.
Senator.
See you tonight, Al. Thank you. Jake?
Are you all right?
Where'd you learn that broken shoe trick? Barbara Walters?
I had to get you along somehow. James, it's just so out of control. I'm sorry, I did everything I could.
I know.
How do you want to play this?
The only way I can at this point. I've made arrangements to get to the TV studio with Hunter. Just get me on camera, Allie. I'll give that bastard the shock of his life.
You sure?
Now, come on, the writing's on the wall. I may as well go out with a bang. Come on, let me find you those shoes. Let's see, I think I had a beige pair down. These... Here. Allison. Allie?
I'll be right out.
Gee, what are these photographs?
Gene, let me out!
way to fix it! Gene! Gene!
On air in 30 seconds. Places, please. Places. Tonight on Focus, startling revelations concerning Senator Emmett Hunter, which every American voter will want to judge for him or herself. The issue? Sexual harassment.
Focus will be back right after these messages.
That's 60. Can I get some powder, please? Where the hell is he?
Hunter's here. I'm calling this from the floor. Sky, I'm bumping your story. He's here. He's here.
Bring it back. We're on the move. New deal. Senator set up.
You're watching Focus. Vaccine program. Remember, for up-to-the-minute election night coverage, tune in this Tuesday to your #1 news breaking channel. We'll be right back after these messages.
Live tonight in our studio, Senator Emmett Hunter, who has taken time from the final days of his campaign for the presidency.
Tight on Hunter. I want to see his pores.
We appreciate you coming, Senator Hunter.
Follow me. Doors jammed!
Get out of there, lady.
Senator, please, you're hurting me. Let go. I work for you. Let's just keep what's between us professional.
Now, with all due respect, Senator, I've just taken you and our audience through a detailed analysis of that tape, and several highly credible experts have identified it as untampered with. Scientifically proven beyond a reasonable doubt that the voices we just heard are your own and that of Ms. Jean Douglas, a member of your campaign staff. And as you know, Focus has given Ms. Douglas numerous opportunities to come forward to deny the authenticity of the tape, and she has declined to do so. Now, I'm sure our audience is extremely interested to hear how an intelligent man such as yourself could deny that this is the anguished voice of Jean Douglas.
Well, Jake, you know, we have an old saying back home. Just because it could be so, don't mean it is so. I want to set the record straight regarding this tape. You've presented a compelling story, but I'm afraid it's a hoax.
Hal, it's a mistake. Stop the interview. Just look.
Give it a rest. You can't protect Jean Douglas.
Look.
Jake, I believe I'm the last man on earth who would want to harass Jean Douglas. Ask her yourself.
Senator, she has declined comment, and given the painful nature of this story, we here at Focus have respected that.
Mr. Slaughter, I'd like to speak.
Certainly, yes. We have a mic, please?
Does this look like sexual harassment? Jake. Jake, those last days before I lost my wife were a media nightmare. Then the good Lord sent me Jean. I couldn't subject her or our engagement to that same media circus. Of course, the photo opportunities, the publicity would have been great for our campaign. But but I didn't want to use Jean that way. So I decided to keep our engagement a secret till after the election. Jean, I tried to protect you from all of this, and I'm sorry I failed.
Oh, Emmett, it's not your fault. That tape was obviously made by some sick mind, and others rushed to make news out of it. Well, I guess that means I can wear this now.
Come on, Jake, wake up. Put a spin on this thing somehow.
Senator. Ms. Douglas, please accept our congratulations.
Thank you.
And our sincere apologies for this cunningly crafted hoax that has been perpetrated on the producers of Focus. Our public figures can pay a heavy price when we're forced to intrude upon their private lives. Some say we run the risk of driving our best and brightest out of politics altogether. Is there a limit, perhaps, to the public's right to know? For Focus, I'm Jake Slaughter.
Tune in for A Comedy Riot as our new fall lineup makes Mondays your television lifeline of laughter. After a hard day, come home to the network that'll make you smile.
I thought we were friends. Yeah? That's why I came to you.
A tight race with Senator Hunter pulling ahead in Texas and California.
Senator's success tonight, would you attribute to the issues and how much to sympathy for his dramatic defense?
Just in, Hunter has won New York, putting the electoral
There's
count
the
at
now famous
288.
picture of Senator Hunter. I'm sorry, President-elect Hunter.
President-elect Hunter.
President-elect Hunter.
President-elect Hunter.
Hey, you want to hit the election night parties? Oh, come on. You're not still mad, are you?
Once upon a time when you were trying to impress me, you told me that a good story should mean something. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
So, tell me. What have we done? What does it mean?
We did our jobs, Allie. We're hired to get the big story. We sure as hell got one.
We didn't get a story. We got taken. Don't you care that we put a sociopath in the White House?
Well, he won't be the first one. What do you want me to say, Allie? We did the best we could at the time. It's yesterday's news.
Well, what about journalism? What about your quest for truth, Jake? Aren't you even a little bit upset?
You know, I'm sorry. I just can't wring my hands about it with you all night. It's just television, Allie. I care about the truth, but I don't fool myself. We tell the news to sell airtime, to sell toothpaste. The show got great numbers. We sold a lot of toothpaste. Therefore, we did a good show. You know, and when you accept that, you're going to have a hell of a career in this business.
Jake, did you even vote today?
No, I had no time. I can see you're not in a party mood, so. And I miss you already. We had something for a minute, though, didn't we?